So obviously, I guess I didn't delve into it in the live video, but yeah. Or I think I did, but what I needed on this team was more speed. That was what I was missing for sure. So on this first turn, I see Drapion, Suicune. And Suicune obviously has the super effective damage, but I did calc it. I can live a Scald no matter what, so I wasn't worried. So I actually have Earth Power on ORAS, and he switches out into Raichu, which was perfect because yeah, I went for the Earth Power on the Drapion because it didn't show an air balloon, so I'm like, free Earth Power. And here I thought about the Protect on it, but I realized that would be a waste of a turn, and it turns out it would have been a complete waste to Protect because the Suicune goes for Tailwind, and I get this nice Earth Power. I'm like, unless you're bulky, you don't live this. You don't live this. And then it lives. So I'm like, okay, you're a bulky Raichu. Probably max health, max speed. So now that the Tailwind's up, I want to go for double Protect just to start stalling the turns out. And then obvious Fake Out is obvious. And then what I forgot was that Raichu gets Encore. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And this Suicune is going to get that Scald off. It's going to do a tremendous amount to Houndoom. But I do live it, and I get the Heat Wave off. So both go down. I do believe I went for the the Hyper Voice with Auroras. I wanted that Raichu gone. Like, it's the fastest thing on his team. If I can take it out, I'll be good. So, like, it doesn't matter if I lose one Mon. If Raichu goes down, I'm in a solid position. So out comes the Garchomp. And here I knew I could get a free Protect with Auroras. I didn't know if he wanted to go for like the Earthquake Protect with Suicune, but I brought in Sylveon. I knew it could live, and I get a Dragon Claw prediction, which was like half prediction. I wasn't hard predicting that. On the turn that Tailwind peters out, which is great. Unfortunately, Auroras is still locked into Protect, so I can't really do anything. So I decided to switch out, and I went against. I didn't know if Sylveon could take any hits from anything. So I just decided to stay in and Hyper Voice. That was a hard decision, what I wanted to do on that turn. But I do go for the Hyper Voice, and it is enough to take out the Suicune. Just barely misses the kill on Drapion. That is the power of a modest spec Sylveon. It takes lives. So here on this turn, I was banking. I didn't calc it. I was just banking on the fact that Sylveon at max health could take a Poison type move from this Drapion. So here it comes, I know it's coming, and he gets a crit. I'm like, I don't know if that crit mattered. Sylveon's not as bulky on the defensive side. And then Garchomp's gonna get the Rock Slide off. I'm like, please don't flinch, and I get the Will-O-Wisp off. I'm like, yes! I do believe this game is mine. So I am ecstatic. I'm in a great position. So I bring out Houndoom here. And I'm counting the Tailwind turns. I know I need to just stall them out, and then Houndoom outspeeds everything. Sylveon can take out whatever. So I do go for the Protect with Houndoom. It was risky bringing in Auroras at this point, but I knew, like, okay, I can take any hit this thing wants to throw at me, and then I'll be able to go for the round on the next turn and just eliminate everyone. So I'll be able to finish off the field. So I survived the dual attack, and then I missed something. Tailwind didn't end. I'm like, what? Whoops. So I miscounted the Tailwind turns because I accidentally counted the turn Tailwind was used as the first turn of 3, but that it's technically 4 turns. So I made a little error there, and luckily I don't get flinched again. So lucky I'm dodging these flinches. So round is easily going to be able to take out the Garchomp, and then I'm just 2v1. I'm pretty sure Drapion doesn't get any spread moves. I don't even think it gets Earthquake, so I knew just double attack. There's no point in stalling. Either way, I'm going to take it out, and I do, and I get close to that. That should have been a 3-0, turned into a 1-0. But that was just, I was just switching a little more than I should have. I didn't mean to. I was banking on it. I'm like, okay, I can bring Houndoom in on this turn. I can switch it in. Hopefully, take whatever, like dodge any attack that comes my way. and then ORAS comes in, so I switch in on the Protect, ORAS lives, I get the round out on the Drapion, and then the ORAS gets to go right after, round, Garchomp, bye-bye. So game over, and yeah, it didn't end that way, but yeah, that was a cool battle. So, this won't be a full-length video, but doubles battles go very quickly, that's why I usually do 2 of them in one episode, but that's going to do it for this episode. So I ended that session 3-1, so I'm pretty happy with that. Like, that was a turnaround and a half, considering how much I was getting bashed with that original team. And as I said in the live version, Maractus did get taken out. I'm going to try and find another use. I'm going to look into it pretty heavily, figure out what I can do with it, and then go from there. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!